Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
Sensors provide the powertrain control module, PCM, with data to help assess engine performance. The engine coolant temperature, ECT, sensor is one of these parts, and is crucial to the overall operation of your vehicle. Here's everything you need to know about it. What is the engine coolant temperature sensor? The ECT sensor measures the temperature of the coolant in the cooling system, enabling the PCM to control ignition and fuel mixture. When the engine is cold, the PCM adjusts the fuel mixture to be richer than normal to prevent the engine from stalling and stumbling. When the engine is warm, it receives a leaner than normal fuel mixture to maximize fuel economy and minimize exhaust emissions. The ECT sensor is a high-authority sensor when the engine is cold, as ignition timing is adapted according to engine coolant temperature. It also provides information on the position of the idle air control, IAC, the status of the oxygen sensor's closed-loop cartridge, purge on, off times and idle speed. Some vehicles, e.g. Chrysler and General Motors, feature a booster resistor that extends the range of the ECT sensor. This additional circuit enables the PCM to obtain a more accurate reading of engine coolant temperature than with a single circuit. Where is the engine coolant temperature sensor located? The ECT sensor is usually located close to the thermostat in the cylinder head or thermostat housing. The ECT sensor is usually located close to the thermostat in the cylinder head or thermostat housing. Many vehicles also have a second ECT sensor on another part of the engine or radiator. Consult a repair manual or repair database to determine the location of your car's ECT sensor. How does an ECT sensor work? ECT sensors are made of a semiconductor material whose resistance decreases as the temperature of the sensor increases. It has a high resistance when the coolant is cold and a low resistance when the coolant is hot, also known as a negative temperature coefficient, NTC. If the ECT sensor wiring connector is damaged, it can produce high resistance and cause the PCM to deliver a richer fuel mixture than normal. What are the signs of a bad engine coolant temperature sensor? A faulty engine coolant temperature sensor affects the way the PCM supplies fuel to the engine, which can reduce the vehicle's engine performance. Here are the most common symptoms you may notice when your vehicle has a faulty ECT sensor. A faulty engine coolant temperature sensor affects the way the PCM supplies fuel to the engine, which can reduce the vehicle's engine performance. Incorrect mileage. If the ECT sensor sends the wrong signal to the PCM, the engine is hot or cold when it isn't, the computer may produce an incorrect air-fuel mixture, causing the engine to consume too much fuel. Difficult engine startup. The PCM relies on the ECT sensor to control ignition and the amount of fuel to be injected into the engine. So, if the sensor fails, you may have difficulty starting the engine. Engine overheating. On most vehicles, the cooling fan uses the same sensor as the engine coolant sensor, which means it also depends on the PCM for its inputs. If the PCM receives the wrong signal from the ECT sensor, it can prevent the fan from operating and cause the engine to overheat. Black smoke emissions. A faulty ECT sensor can cause the PCM to produce a richer fuel mixture than normal. When the excess fuel burns in the exhaust pipe, it can produce thick black smoke. What fault codes are associated with a faulty ECT sensor? Any problem with the ECT sensor may cause the PCM to register a diagnostic trouble code, DDC. Here are the most common codes that an analysis tool can recognize. Code P0116, a coolant temperature sensor. Performance limit problem code P0115, a coolant temperature sensor. Circuit failure code P2185. Code, a high circuit of engine cooling temperature sensor 2 code P0117, a coolant temperature sensor. Input value too low code P0119. Coolant temperature sensor, intermittent circuit. How much does it cost to replace a coolant temperature sensor? A replacement engine coolant temperature sensor generally costs between €10 and €100, depending on factors such as its make and your vehicle's specifications. The cost of labor to install a new sensor generally varies between €100 and €200. Finding the right coolant temperature sensor for your vehicle. Knowing your vehicle's specifications is crucial to finding a direct replacement for your damaged coolant temperature sensor. At CarParts.com, we make it easy with our site's vehicle selector. All you have to do is enter your vehicle's year, make, model and engine size, and our catalog will show you all ECT sensors compatible with your vehicle. Available and ready to ship, our ECT sensors are also backed by a low price guarantee, so you can restore your vehicle within your repair budget. Order today, and we'll deliver the part you need straight to your door in just 2 working days. In conclusion, the engine coolant temperature sensor plays a crucial role in maintaining your vehicle's optimal performance by monitoring the temperature of the engine coolant. Its strategic location within the engine allows it to provide accurate readings, ensuring that the engine operates efficiently. Recognizing the signs of failure, such as fluctuating temperature readings or engine overheating, can help you address issues before they escalate. Regular maintenance and timely checks of this sensor can save you from costly repairs and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stay informed about your vehicle's health.